When the brothers saw him, they thought about killing him, but one brother said, "No, let us not kill him. Let's put him in a pit." I guess he couldn't bring himself to murder his own brother, and God will step in at a time and a moment when somebody can squash you and end it all, but they left you alive, and while there's life, there is hope. The Bible declares, while the earth remaineth, there'll be seed time and harvest, winter and summer, heat and cold, night and day shall never cease. And as long as you're listening to this video and you have life in you, you can't give up. The songwriter said, "I've come too far to turn back now. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me." God has brought you a mighty long way. Some of you that are listening to this post are in your 50s, in your 60s, and God didn't bring you this far to leave you. And they threw him in the pit, and Reuben was the one who was very much concerned about him, knowing even though he would never have a chance to have the inheritance as the firstborn because of what he did with Bilhah, who is Jacob's concubine. He went in onto her, and Jacob found out about it. So he was blacklisted from being the royal heir of this kingdom of Jacob. But he went about looking for Joseph, and while they were eating and having fun, Joseph at 17 years old was in the pit just crying and screaming. I believe they beat him before they put him in there. I believe they put their hands and slapped him and punched him and kicked him quite a bit, and they put him in there. But then Providence stepped in again, and they said, "Why should we let him die in there when we can make some money off of him?" And the Ishmaelite or the Midianite traders, they passed through and they sold them for 20 shekels, for $20. They sold their brother, and they ripped his coat of many colors, and they sprinkled animals' blood on it, and they took it back to Jacob and told Jacob that there remains only this coat of many colors, and that he is dead and ripped to pieces, and we can't even find him. And Jacob's soul sank, and I believe he lost a part of his life that day. Meanwhile, they had sold their brothers into a band of sojourners who traveled from different places, from India with spices and with balm, and they were going to Egypt with the balm of Gilead. Then you know that Egyptians balm their dead. They're going to the right place for the story to continue tomorrow. Grace, peace, blessings, and mercy.